What's going on, everybody? In this video, I want to share with you one major key that will allow you to be unbothered by people in 2020. In other words, how to be unfuckwithable in 2020. So I had a client who grew up in a really negative household, right? Like very judgmental parents, very strict parents. And as she grew into an adult, when she would visit for holidays, her parents still would hold on to that energy and be that way towards her, very judgmental, kind of mean, and it would bother her, right? She would be very bothered by it, and it would just like, it was ruining the quality of her life. And so we looked at all that and we went deep into that rabbit hole, and we recognized that, well, first off, she was harboring a lot of pain, and because of that pain, she had a tendency to respond to her parents and her family with that same judgment they would throw her way. And she recognized whenever she would judge, the more she would judge, the more bothered she would be. All right, so the more she judged, the more bothered she would be. Judging was supporting her in being bothered. So we saw that, and we decided, okay, let's replace judgment with something else. Instead of judging them, how about we replace it with deep understanding and compassion for them? And it sounds backward. Why would I want to understand and be compassionate towards people who are assholes towards me? Well, she tried it anyway. And she allowed herself to start listening and to start feeling what was happening in the world. She allowed herself to be more empathetic, right? And she felt into the world of her mother. She put herself in the shoes of her mother, and she did it on deeper and deeper levels, to the point where it became apparent that, oh, that's why she thinks this way. That's why she does the things she does. That's why she's so afraid. She was abused. She was talked to the way she's talking to me. Oh, she was raised in a time where it was really difficult to be free and to be happy. She was raised in a part of the world that was really tough, right? She recognized that. And in accepting that and understanding that and having compassion for that, putting herself in her shoes, she was able to release all the judgment that was creating so much like discord inside of her. It makes sense that her mom was like that. And she was able to see, wow, her being that way towards me isn't even about me. She was able to stop taking the way her mom was treating her so personally, because that's just how her mom is. Because she was able to understand her mom. You get what I'm saying? So you can defeat this feeling of being bothered by everybody and their belief systems or their opinions or their energies. You can defeat that feeling by looking into their world, stepping into their shoes, having compassion and understanding for them, and getting it. Oh, I get it. That's why they think the way they get. Like for example, somebody who's racist, right? I actually had a talk with a guy who was racist a while back, and he was opening up about being racist towards black people. And I stepped into his world. I could have got triggered and frustrated with him, but I stepped into his world and saw, oh, well, he was raised in that environment. Well, people thought that way, right? It was the normal in that. It was the norm in that environment, right? He even had experiences where he was like, came at crazy by some black dudes, right? And looking at what he experienced in his world, I was able to not take it personal, because I'm a black dude. I was able to not take it personal and have compassion and understanding that, whoa, yeah, it's not his fault that he thinks that way. And even if it was his fault, right? I have compassion. I've done dumb shit too. I've made mistakes too, right? So some people think of compassion as something that's weak. I look at it as something that makes you incredibly strong. It's not about being tough and being hard and resisting everybody. It's about having a heart and being courageous enough to expose it and to give it and to be present with it and with what's happening in other people's worlds. That's strength. So you want to be unfuckwittable, unbothered in 2020? Open up your heart and have some compassion and let everybody's BS and their crap dissolve in the ocean of love, the kingdom of heaven within. Allow it to dissolve into that. And it'll change the game for you. Love you. If you want some support in opening up your heart, give me a call. You can go to GoNiggasXavier.com and book a free call, and we can connect and keep on evolving. You can't spill a ball without love. So happy New Year, y'all. I wish you the best. Peace.